Hello and welcome to Blue Neptoon Designs. Amanda here. So today I'm going to bring you along the process of creating one of the largest charcuterie boards that I've done. So here you can see I first taped all the back and all of the edges just to make sure that when you're pouring resin, if there's any drips afterwards, that you can just heat those areas up and then it'll peel right off instead of extra sanding. Alright, now I'm just going to mix up the resin and hardener together. For this specific type of resin, you have to use 50-50. So I'll measure each portion in a cup, making sure that it's properly measured so that it can properly cure afterwards. I'm going to start this first wave off with some turquoise. So I added some acrylic paint as my pigment into the mixed resin and hardener. Now the fun part, I'm just gonna pour it on this board here and kind of the places that I think the wave would look good. And just kind of spread it around with my fingertips afterwards. Once I got it all placed where I kind of want it, I put a layer of clear resin underneath just to give it some depth, because when you look at the ocean you kind of see the sand in between the white waves and the blue water, so that's kind of why you add that here. And then after I spread this out as well, I'm going to take the white and do the same outline to get that wave effect. Just grabbing my heat gun here, I'm just going to go over the waves and blow it until it looks good. This process takes some time, but you just have to be patient with it and make sure that you're not bringing the heat gun too close to the resin so it burns. You can actually affect the curing process. Now I'm bringing out my torch just to take away any bubbles. Alright, on to day 2. So every day you have to do a different layer because it takes at least 8 to 24 hours to cure before you can do anything on top of it, and so you don't have that sticky residue. So here I'm doing the exact same thing as I did yesterday, mixing the resin and hardener and then adding my pigments and creating the waves. Today I decided to go with a more dark blue on top, as I think that looks really cool with the turquoise, the lighter color underneath. And here's the finished project. I actually went back and did another clear coat of resin to make sure that it was food safe, and then I went over the live edge area to make sure that the board was completely sealed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you write them down below, and I'd be happy to answer them. If you're interested in purchasing a charcuterie board, I just did a new release of new designs this morning, so you can go check that out on my website. The link is down below as well. So take a look at that, and yeah, see you guys next week.